Hello everyone, my name is Renee McRae and welcome to Fade to Black. Today we have a fantastic episode for you. We're going to be discussing an event that happened in 2014. You may remember it as an explosion that happened in Harlem. Well, there is actually a new movie that is coming out about it, and we're going to be discussing that with the director, writer, producer, casting director, and all of that. So we have an excellent show for you guys today, and I want to welcome to the show Dee Gray and Eric Davis. Yay!
Thank you.
Hi, it's good. Thank you for coming and sharing with us today. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks.
Thanks for having us.
All right, absolutely. So I heard about this. I just heard about this recently, and I was one of the people that didn't really know that much about what had happened. Like, sometimes we don't necessarily watch the news, or maybe if we do, we miss a day, we miss 2 days, and if it's not on there all the time, we don't necessarily see it. So I just wanted to say that this was like the first I've really heard about it in depth, and I wanted to kind of ask you some questions about it. So Denise, you're the director, the writer. So you wrote a movie about it.
It's a dramatization of that true event, yeah. So
Okay.
It was March 12, 2014 in East Harlem. And I think I gravitated to the story because I worked 25 plus years in the gas and electric industry.
Oh.
So when you hear stuff like that about what's going on and it's a gas explosion, it's like,
Okay.
antenna goes up.
So you just didn't think that was something that was like normal? Or
I think that I probably had an underlining idea of what it was. It came out later what the actual cause of it was, but I think just as living as New Yorkers, when we hear explosion, we go terrorism, revenge, something's going on. So
right, and we get nervous because we all have gas heat.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, some of us do have oil, but we use gas for our stoves most of the time here in New York. So. Yeah, so it's a little bit unnerving, to say the least, because you never want to, you're like, okay, well, if it happened there, then could it happen at my house? I mean, that's your first thought. I mean, mine is anyway.
Right.
So you started, when you heard about it, you said, that's strange.
That sounds like a good story.
Okay. Had you written a story before?
You know what? I dabbled a little bit in screenwriting at NYU, and then when I got into Columbia, I started doing more Pro Tools and editing tools. So a little bit. Storyteller. My family would tell you, yeah, she was a storyteller.
Okay. But this was your first one that you really went all the way.
Right, where I actually wrote the script, sent it into the Library of Congress, and went through the whole process. Formal process.
Copywriting it and everything. Okay. And so, what made you do that?
I got to say that these characters, it's almost like autobiographic. I didn't know it at the time, but the characters, the way they kind of are intermeshed with each other. I'm into, I'd say, mentoring youth. I know something about social elitism, even within people of color, and so forth. And it has a spiritual and religious kind of underpinning. So it's like a little bit of everything.
Okay. So, because I mean, a lot of times people hear things and they say, oh, that sounds like it would make a good story, but that doesn't mean we go out and just write a story and then follow through, because follow through is a whole nother thing that we can begin. We have how many people have unfinished projects everywhere? Exactly. Yeah. So so congratulations for the follow through.
Thank you.
Because now it has come to fruition. We're at a place where you're actually seeking funding. Yes. You've done a trailer. You guys did a great job.
Thanks.
Okay, so all right. So now, where are you from?
I actually am from New York, from Hempstead, New York.
Oh, okay.
And from Queens, right here in Springfield Gardens, actually.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are, QPTV.
Yeah.
All right, so Queens, y'all need to be supporting. Hello. So we need
And
to
Long
go.
Island.
And Long Island. Long Island needs to be supporting too. So, and we'll talk about the ways that you can support this movie because this is a story that needs to be told. Absolutely.
Right.
So now, so you're the writer, you're the director,
Yeah.
and you're the producer. So you're like all things I Shot the Movie. The name of it is I Shot the Movie.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, how did you come up with that?
I think that when I was putting it together, it was just kind of like there's a watchfulness, like a voyeurism between the main two characters.
Okay.
So the young girl comes, to town, and she lives in East Harlem, and she's watching this bully guy that is across the street on a rooftop, and he writes lyrics all the time.
Okay.
So he's always watching her. She's always watching. He's kind of Hitchcocky,
Okay.
They watch
He
each
sees
other.
her watching him.
Yes.
He sees her in the window.
He sees her quite a few times. I mean, they have confrontations on the street as well.
Oh, okay. Okay. And so she's watching him, he's watching her.
Right. For different reasons.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's
and
watching
she's
her.
a Juilliard student.
She is. She
Okay.
comes from suburbs, California,
Okay.
in order to accept her place at Juilliard for dance.
Okay.
And he is a Harlemite. He's there. He's the bully of the neighborhood. So she kind of watches him from a
Okay.
distance, and she just doesn't want to become involved in the whole urban thing. So
Okay. In
got her
Harlem.
elitist
In
thing
Harlem
going
of
on.
all-
Yeah, I know, right?
In Harlem, of all places, you don't want to be in urban. That's cute. Okay. So good. So, so then, how did this name? What?
Eyeshot is the two of them watching each other.
Oh.
It's the eye.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. And so, and she's looking through the blinds. But do they ever have like lines and words that they say to each other or anything? Because I know in the
Definitely.
trailer.
Yeah. And
I
in
didn't
the
see-
trailer, you see a lot of the watchfulness going on, but when you really get into the storyline, she actually does have some encounters with him on the street, and he's 14 and she's 19, and she just doesn't want anything to do with him, and
That's-
he doesn't know how to really talk to a female without trying to bring his Mac on with it, so he comes off
At
like
14.
flirty.
He has a Mac at 14.
Yeah, he thinks he does.
Yeah, he thinks he does, and she just doesn't want to have anything to do with him. So yeah, they do have some interactions, and he watches her with her boyfriend, and he watches her coming in and out of the neighborhood. He says, got something fresh to say and stuff like that. So she just can't stand him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So.
And so, Eric Darling.
Yes.
So where are you from? What is your role in this movie? With
Well,
this movie?
I've known Denise for a long time. We were friends from high school. So
Okay,
We
okay.
collaborate constantly. We never stayed out of touch. We've
So you're
always-
collaborating constantly about what?
Different things. We both are story writers.
Okay.
We're producing hers first because I'm a coward.
Oh, okay. Well, I knew you as an actor. I knew you were an actor for a while.
Yes, for about 15 years I acted in a number of movies. I have my bio here, my resume, just in case somebody wants to hire me. I haven't been active for about 9 years. The last thing I was doing was a Paul Robeson feature it's actually a work in progress. Now it's more or less, now it's more or less a workshop for students, whereas I discuss his entire family, his lifeline, his history, his accomplishments. There may be some theatrical performances within it, but I don't sing.
Okay.
I discuss how he altered the Roger and Hammerstein's Old Man River a number of times, and they gave him permission to do that stuff. And if I feel so inclined, I might do a couple of verses, but for the most part, it's just discussion about Paul Robeson. For a while, I was touring God's Trombones and The Meeting, the movie by the play by Jeff Stetson, the fictitious meeting.
I just saw that.
Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
I
Yeah.
just saw that at your college
Okay.
about 3 weeks ago.
Well, I was about 20 pounds lighter, so
Okay.
I don't do it now. So,
Mhm.
but
Well, who did you play? You played Martin Luther King.
I played Malcolm.
Did you?
Mhm. I played Malcolm X.
Oh, okay. Because a friend of mine did that's the role he played as well.
Mhm.
And he had the glasses on, and he just really looked just like him.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
had to dye your hair, make it red. I don't have his height, but I had his slenderness at the time.
Oh, okay.
And I still do his monologues whenever I do an audition, but I haven't been in an audition in about 10 years also.
Oh, okay.
I still go out there to get my chops just to see if they'll pick me.
So what are you doing now for, like, in your regular day job?
I fix people's computers and network problems.
And you sound like you don't like that.
That's all right. I've been doing it for 35 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's my mainstay of living.
Cool. Well, you know what? That's interesting because I know some people that could use a computer guy.
Okay. I'll try to get them
I'm
on.
going to introduce you after this show is over. I know some people that need your help right now. Yeah. So,
No, very expensive.
okay. So we didn't talk about money. You know.
Well, I get the job done. If I don't fix it, you don't pay.
Oh, okay. Well, all right then.
But
So now, aren't you living in Texas somewhere?
yeah, I live in Texas. I travel back and forth here for our projects.
Mm-hmm.
The clients that won't let me go, that still want me to service their accounts. I have a pretty big account. Well, it's actually a medium-sized business with about 75 email accounts, and I manage their firewall, their security, their servers, their infrastructure, their applications, 25 workstations, about 60 people in the field, all mobile devices, tablets, blah, 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 yakety schmackety. And I also take care of a couple of other small businesses here, as well as in Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay. So now, what is your role with this project?
I'm the casting director. She asked me to help her with the actors. So
Okay.
I picked most of the actors, always submitted for her approval, and I auditioned the actors in
Okay.
the initial auditioning process.
Okay. And how long did it take you to actually cast the movie?
Everything was done in record time. We had no time to lose because we're on a tight budget.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Okay,
So,
well that's good. How did you advertise? Did you put it like in backstage?
backstage in New York castings, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did those 2 solicitations.
Did you get a lot of people coming?
Not at first, but then after a while, for certain parts, we got quite a few people.
Mm-hmm.
For the Bianca character and for the
Who's the Bianca character? Do you know who's that?
The character is the person who plays the role is Elizabeth Figueroa.
Okay.
And Bianca Ruiz is the character. She's the flirty girl from downstairs. That the son who I said is the bully. His mother is a hard-working woman during the daytime, and while the mother's away during the daytime, the boyfriend and Miss Bianca had a few cocktails during the day. He's teaching her English.
Yeah.
Oh,
Allegedly.
okay.
Allegedly.
Okay.
And the son is the one that knows, but we had quite a few submissions for her
Okay.
and the Sean character as well.
And who's Sean? What is that?
That's the guy she just finished talking
That's the mother's
Oh,
boyfriend. That's mother's stay-at-home unemployed boyfriend that actually is behind the scenes
okay.
beating up the son.
Oh, and the son. Okay. So the
the
son
son
is
is-
Moses.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Moses Messina. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the person's name or is that the character name?
That's his real name. Moses Messina
Moses
is the
Messina.
actor.
Oh,
The
okay.
actor.
The character name is J.C. Peterson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, well, since we dropping names, who's the character that looks through the blinds?
That
The girl from Juilliard.
It's the infamous Renee McRae.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I think I heard of her.
I think so.
And she plays Kayla.
Oh, okay.
That's the lead, actually.
You know, I'm going to tell you, when I saw it at first, I didn't even know that was her looking through the blinds. I didn't even recognize her. I'm
Your
like,
own daughter?
oh my God. I did not recognize, yes, she's my daughter. And, you know, this funny thing is the parallels are so ridiculous because she, you know, when I saw the beginning of the trailer and they're showing her picture and they're showing her story and I'm going, wait a minute, this is Smaya and this is her story. She did go to Juilliard. She is a dance major. They had these little ballet shoes and everything. And I'm going, wait a minute. I had to rewind it, go back and look again. And I'm saying, is that her in the mirror, in the window? That doesn't even look like her. I mean, it really looks good. I cannot wait to see like the whole thing because I love it when you can lose a person like that, you know, and you're not, because you know, sometimes you watch a movie and you watch maybe Denzel and you know, you're watching and you're like, it's Denzel, but then all of a sudden he just becomes this character.
Right.
And now you're not thinking he's Denzel anymore. And it's, you know, I love when a character just the person, the identity just disappears, and now you have this character on screen, because then you know you're in the movie. So that's exciting. So I can't wait. It looks like it's going to be so intriguing.
It is.
You
It's a
know?
whodunit, really.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like the three suspects, like, who really blew up that building? So,
Was it a
yeah.
gas explosion or what?
Yeah.
You're right. Terrorism.
Yeah, we got some drama going on here.
Why did it happen in that building?
Why was he one of the victims?
Okay, I don't even know who the victims are. So you're telling us,
Oh,
I don't
see?
know.
That's a good thing.
Well, that's it.
Right. This is exciting, though. So you guys, so how long have you been working on this project? Actually,
I'm going to say a little bit longer than a year. We really didn't get sanctioned for copyright until around this time last year. And then I was like, can I do this? We were like, should I just sell the script? And, you know, I said, no, I think I could do this. And
wow.
it's just like it's just kind of growing, really.
Right.
Yes.
But it really became concentrated, the efforts became concentrated and focused the end of last year and the very beginning of this year. So we just started putting together the schedule for the teaser trailer project. And within, what, 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
Yeah, we put it all
Wow.
together.
See what can happen in 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Well, everybody worked together.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
Yes.
found a
You
location
know, when you have
to
a
shoot.
team, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's hard when you're just trying to push something up the hill with
Yeah.
one person, or you're trying to push a car. And, you know, several people come and that car just moves.
Yeah.
You know.
And we got the production team and the cast is just an awesome bunch of people, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of has like a chemistry. You
Yes.
hear these horror stories about people on set and people that hate each
Divas,
other. And,
divas.
yeah, you got all the people got attitude, and they were like, you know, especially on our shooting day in January, it was like 800 square foot, small apartment in Manhattan, and we got 13 people in there with
Wow.
stuff
Mhm.
everywhere.
Right.
You know, trailer trunks and wiring and blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to get people quiet on the set in the back room because they're all shoved in the back room, but we fed them, so they loved it.
It was hot too, and
Yeah, it
we
was
had
hot.
to shoot on the roof, and it was freezing on the roof. And the wind
We
kept
were
blowing.
trying to roll weed on the roof. We tried to start a fire. We did actually start a small
Roll
fire.
weed?
Well, that's
Yeah,
a scene that we
That's
had.
part of it.
Oh, I'm like, raw weed. Are you really talking about weed right now?
Well, the
It's medicinal.
yeah. JC is actually writes lyrics on the roof. That's where she's watching him,
Okay.
and he actually goes up there and gets a little high, and he's
Okay.
doing his little lyrics thing. He's got his lyric book, and that's his solace is up in the rooftop.
Okay. This sounds exciting. I really want to see it. So now you guys have set, what is it that you're using for the funding? What is the name of that? Because I know it's not GoFundMe, it's something
It's
else.
Indiegogo.
Indiegogo.
Mhm.
INDIEGOGO.
Correct.
And so how would people know, like how to go and, would they have to go to Indiegogo and then do a search for the movie?
You can.
It's best to go to Eyeshot-theMovie.com and link to Indiegogo from.
Okay, so iShot is EYE, like the
EYE.
I, EYE
Hyphen.
hyphen.
EYESHOT hyphen the movie.
Okay, EYESHOT, iShot hyphen the movie.com. Right, okay, good. And so you guys just started the funding process when?
Last Saturday.
Saturday.
The
Okay.
anniversary date of the explosion.
Oh, okay, so that's been like 1 week today.
Yes.
Okay, and so how much have you raised so far?
Not enough.
Okay,
A couple of
and
$1,000s.
Really good,
We've
that's
had
good.
some interesting people, and you know, we have people that are like, okay, yes, I want to definitely, you know.
well, I sent my little $50 in.
Thank
But-
you very much.
So, and then I saw that there was
Oh,
a
the
perk
Nancy
for
Street.
that. I saw that you could go in, if you do 50, you could get your name somewhere or something.
And the credits and the shout
But
outs.
I didn't know that until later.
Oh, yeah, there's perks. We have,
Yeah, we
since
have-
we're from
So
Hempstead
can I
and
still
all
get
that.
perks? I mean, that's what the question is.
Yeah,
We named the perks after Hempstead, Long Island, and Queens. So you get the Jamaica Avenue package,
Okay.
the Heights and the Hill package.
Right, okay, so the Jamaica package is $25.
$25.
The
The Lancy Street package is what you purchased.
50. Okay, but I noticed in my description, it didn't say that I get the credits at the end, whereas in the Jamaica package, it says the credits at the end.
Are you sure?
Yeah, the second year I read it twice. I'm like, okay.
Look
Well, how come I don't get, I want the credits at the end.
I want
Supposed to
credits.
go up.
Sponsor.
Yeah.
You know, we want it. You know, we could put it in there. We
Exactly.
Want, how about that? Go put some money on this movie,
right.
and then you get your
Hey.
name at the end in the credits. What could be better than that?
You
On
could
the
actually
big
get a
screen.
walk-on part as well.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Your
You get a
Power
walk-on
Uptown
part. Wait a
package.
minute. How much do you have to put in for a walk-on?
$1,000.
Big bucks. I thought you put in an interview. Maybe you can get one just from an interview, like.
There are some walk-on ones, and then you could also contribute to what part of the storyline is.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's
What-
some pieces of the storyline that we're like, okay, you could kind of be in there. Because we've even had one of the actors who says, I think when I get in my mother's boyfriend's face, I want to come in there, you think I could pull out a gun in his face? And we were like, okay, we'll consider that. It might be a good thing. Actually, it was a good idea, but because they do end up really getting into it and so
Wow.
forth. And
And is this stuff true? Is this part true, or
The dramatization?
the stuff that these are? Oh, this is.
this is Denise's storytelling.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is okay. So how long are you going to have the funding going on? How much are you? I see your total that you're looking for is like 50,000, right?
Mhm.
Okay, is that enough to make a movie?
It's supposed to be short indie, so we were going for short indie, but we keep saying, oh, this might be longer than what
Yeah,
we
it's getting
anticipated.
longer.
What's short indie? How long is that?
Under an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Including credits, I think it's like under 49 minutes.
Oh, okay. So now you're wondering if you're going to be able to.
We'll know in these next 7 scenes that we shoot, like
Yeah.
how close we could,
This is
how to make it real and how to make it for cheap.
There's 53 more days left of
Yes.
the campaign.
okay.
At the campaign website, we've actually put together the pie chart for the budget, so you can know
I
what's
saw
being
that.
spent for.
I saw that. So yeah, because there was a certain part for for labor, and there was a certain part for acting or
Legal.
art, talent, and
Mhm.
yeah. Okay. So when you say 53 more days, so when's the end of it? When's the end of the campaign?
The campaign runs for a full 60 days.
Okay. So that would go till when do you have an end date?
Around, I think it's May.
May.
something.
So when do you guys think you're gonna plan on shooting actually?
We
May.
just are actually going to be like, well, May will start the casting for casting 2 because there's
Mhm.
other people. Because I think some of the intrinsic part of this is that they meet 15 years in the future, and one person has changed their identity, so it gets a little creepy.
Yeah. Yes. Nobody
So
recognizes it.
nobody knows who it is. So that part gets like a little bit tricky. So. And we want to start shooting in June because June, July, I want to kind of be finished shooting by August because I'm also a college professor. I don't want to be doing this during the semester. So,
Right, right. I'm off during the summers as well, and I know I just value my time.
Mhm.
I have like certain projects that I want to do in the summer because when like now I'm in school every day, it's too much. I just don't have to. I wouldn't be able to take on anything extracurricular at this
Exactly.
time. I mean, it's
Well, the
just
summer
way it
months are
is.
best for me because I'm really not happy about being in Texas.
in the
Because it's so
summer,
hot, right?
Yeah.
Very hot.
Yeah.
What part of Texas are you in?
Fort Worth.
Oh, okay. Is that like, is Dallas, Fort Worth, is that the whole place together?
Yeah,
or
it's-
is just-
everybody considers it Dallas, but people from Fort Worth don't even mention Dallas.
Oh, okay. It was like that.
Yeah.
Okay, we got that.
Well, you know, the airport's in mostly Fort Worth.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's still one airport.
There's one airport,
Oh, okay.
DFW.
DFW.
Should be
Mhm.
FWD.
So do you do, when you're in Texas, are you doing
No.
computer stuff?
Yes, I still take care of people's computers.
Oh, okay.
About 3 businesses that I handle in Texas as well.
Oh,
And with
okay.
today's technology, I can do everything remotely. I have my equipment with me here just in case I have an emergency.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, and what about you, Denise? You said you're a professor at a college?
At 2 colleges,
Oh, really?
adjunct, actually, yes, teach
Mhm.
communications and internet and systems technology.
Okay, so you guys have that in common, right? I mean,
Yeah.
systems technology is kind of the same,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Actually, one of the colleges that I'm at now, he used to,
I used to work at.
so
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. So you like what you do?
I do. I gotta say that I enjoyed the students. I like just imparting everything that I need to, everything that I've accumulated over the years.
Right.
And they appreciate it.
I find that it's the most gratifying thing, when you're teaching and your students have these aha moments. I mean, that
Yeah.
is just like when as soon as they like, oh, I got it. I mean, we could be dissecting a quote
Mhm.
and they don't get it. But as soon as we give like an example, or we do a little brainstorming, and then all of a sudden the one that didn't get it is like,
It clicks.
oh my God, I got it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, explain it to everyone else then.
Yeah.
And it's like so good like that. It just makes you feel so good that you've helped someone to grow.
Exactly.
And
And to understand where some things come from, we were laughing the other day. I said, you know what's funny? When I told my students in one of my communications classes, I said, did you know that television didn't used to stay on all night, and there was not 1,000+ stations? And 30 people like, what is she talking about? And I said, yes, TV used to go off after the 11 o'clock news, and then Star Spangled Banner would play, and you got white noise to the morning, and that was it. And they were like, seriously?
Except CBS, they had the Late Show, the Late Show, and then the Late Show, and then the Early Show. So they were actually the beginning of perpetual TV.
Yeah.
Because I had trouble with insomnia sometimes, so I knew about Sunrise Semester afterwards and Modern Farmer. And then
was either one of those.
That's right.
We were sleeping.
Joe Pratt.
We were asleep.
I stayed up all night.
Those were days when I used to be able to sleep, yeah.
No, I never had that luxury.
So this is just so exciting. So who are you getting? Like, what kind of contributions? Like, who are the contributors? Are they just random people that you don't know? Or are they like friends of friends that are, trying to chip in and help out? Or what are your?
Some of them we know.
Okay.
A few of them are anonymous.
Really?
Family and friends have actually exhibited family and friend involvement, which is usually not involved. A lot of chat. They're chatting it up. Oh, this is great. Let me know when it's finished.
Yeah.
Let me know what I can do to help you with the project. Put some
Money?
money down.
Money? No, what's that?
English your second language?
I got you.
Put the website in English. It says donate here.
Yeah. Would you do? You're better off with strangers, right, man?
Oh yeah. Oh, we have no problems there. She was getting upset at first, but she's cool now.
Yeah. Okay.
You learned.
You know what? I just had to go out and get you. You have to get like the PR people to go and kind of like back it.
Well, my wife made her happy.
Yes, she did,
Renee.
His wife, Renee.
Yeah.
She was having a meltdown, and when we got off the phone, my
His
wife
wife
was
made a
happy to log in and
contribution.
make
I
a
was like,
contribution.
hey, it went up. Went up some more money.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been good. I think the whole thing has just been a real good learning experience.
So let me ask you this. So you need $50,000, and if by chance you don't meet your goal by your deadline, do you have like an ulterior, like a plan B or something?
Well, we pretty much got plan B. I mean, what we'll have up to that point and what we had before we started with this, we definitely want to get the 7 scenes shot for the summer. The not having the $50,000 will probably slow up the post-production process. But at that point, we'll at least have more scenes to expose, and we can say, okay, you know what, we're going to crowdfund again.
Right.
Start
okay.
another type of campaign.
Okay. And what made you go with Indiegogo? Because I haven't heard of that. I only heard of GoFundMe, and I've seen that.
And
all over.
Kickstarter. Kickstarter,
Okay.
I think, was really successful, but a lot of their candidacies are tech-related. So a lot of people with tech. Indiegogo is more film, artsy.
Yeah, but the Indiegogo, it seemed to be the best. Plus, they have their infrastructure seems to be streamlined. There were some problems with which one was it, Kickstarter or GoFundMe? Their buttons weren't showing up properly.
Yeah, I was getting some HTML code that I didn't feel comfortable with. I just, you know what it is? I wanted the easiest thing for people to just go click, 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 and I'm done, because we all have a little bit of attention deficit.
And doesn't Indiegogo, any of them, don't they take a percentage of what you raise?
Yes, they do.
Anyway? Okay.
All of them actually do.
Plus, Indiegogo allows you to contribute anonymously.
And this flex spending in Kickstarter, if you don't make your mark, you don't get any of the money.
Exactly.
Oh.
So, and some of them, if you don't make your mark, you still get what people have paid into it up to date.
Right. Well, that's good. You need that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So this is gonna be fun. So what do you want to do with the movie? Like once you get it all shot and everything, then what did you want to do with it? I mean, because you said something about
We have a couple film
indie
festivals.
short or something. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, there's one that just started last year, the Rahway Film Festival in your town.
Yeah, it's been going on for a couple of years
A
now.
couple of years.
She says, he says, in your
my
town.
town.
Yes.
Yes, you know where I live now.
Sorry.
Yeah, there are quite a few of them that I looked at. Some of them are like, Black women in film and first-time filmmakers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of grants that
Yes.
are out there as well as this type of funding. So I'd like to apply for some of those grants. And by the way, we already have. I'm actually writing 2 more scripts.
Yeah,
so we have
2 more scripts.
This is on the heels
Yeah.
of 2 more movies.
Oh my God.
I wanted to do the other 2.
Yeah, he wanted to do the other 2 because this one was more in the trenches and a little more difficult
Yeah,
to
it's
bring to life.
there's a lot of sets, lighting, people. This one is just a couple of people, from what I'm thinking. And they are true stories,
Okay.
not
So,
dramatizations.
but this one sounds like it's really exciting.
It is.
though.
It's a great production, but I like cheap.
Money is not everything.
Exactly.
Sometimes a good story just needs to be told, and you never know where it could go. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's exciting.
Yes.
It is unnerving sometimes, stressful.
Well, your role is now what? Because the casting is done.
Yeah.
Oh, he
So
still helps with it. We
I
consult
help-
every day.
Every day.
Yeah, he drives me nuts. But I get it.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
drive each other nuts. That's
Okay.
good.
She's doing all the driving. I'm just sitting there.
okay. Well, so this is fabulous. You guys have to go to Indiegogo. Well, actually, you want to go to Eyeshot-theMovie.com. And if you can, contribute in some way, shape, or form, in some little, even if you can only a small amount. Every dime counts. Trust and believe. And because this is a story that needs to be told. You've met these people. You see how committed they are, and the actors are phenomenal. You've seen the trailer. So yes, let's make